Hi everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 5 unique Voltron commanders that you can play but also purchase on a budget. For those who don't know about Voltron, here are some rules and information. Voltron is a strategy of having your deck revolve around your commander and using said commander to do lethal combat damage to an opponent to take them out of the game. A player that's been dealt 21 or more combat damage by the same commander over the course of the game loses the game. So yeah, that's the basics on what a Voltron commander is. So without further ado, sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Number 1. Greven, Predator Captain. A legendary human warrior creature that costs 1 black, 1 red and 3 generic mana to cast. He has 5 power and 5 toughness and says the following. Menace. Greven Predator Captain gets plus X plus 0, where X is the amount of life you've lost this turn. Whenever Greven attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, you draw cards equal to that creature's power, and you lose life equal to that creature's toughness. Greven is such a cool and unique Voltron commander. All his abilities synergize so nicely together. We can easily buff him up by sacrificing a creature we control, which will make us lose life, but in return buffing up Greven. Oh, and we also get to draw cards. What an amazing ability. I think in a Greven deck we want to be focusing on big power creatures with low toughness to sacrifice and gain huge card advantages without having to lose too much life. Throw on some lifelink onto Greven and you're going to be having an absolute blast. You can buy this commander for around $1. Number 2. The Mimeoplasm. A legendary ooze creature that costs 1 blue, 1 green, 1 black, and 2 generic mana to cast. He has 0 power, 0 toughness, and says the following. As the Mimeoplasm enters the battlefield, you may exile 2 creature cards from graveyards. If you do, it enters the battlefield as a copy of one of those cards with a number of additional +1/+1 counters on it equal to the power of the other card. If this doesn't scream unique, I don't know what does. For starters, look at this thing. Look at the design. It's so wacky and cool. I love it. His ability is super interesting as well and incredibly versatile. Not to mention, every time you run him, you're most likely going to have a unique and different experience, as he benefits upon what he finds in any graveyard. Any graveyard. So that means you can use your opponent's decks as well, or your deck of course. But for people in a commander game, everyone's playing different decks every game. You can just see the amazing synergies and combinations you can do with Mimeoplasm. Yeah, this is a super amazing card. You can buy this commander for around $1. Number 3. Shu Yun, the Silent Tempest. A legendary human monk creature that costs 1 blue and 2 generic mana to cast. He has 3 power and 2 toughness and says the following. Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets +1/+1 until the end of turn. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay red, white, red, white. If you do, target creature gains double strike until the end of the turn. So you can pay red or white and then red or white again. So you go do that twice. Another wacky and unique commander. I mean, we barely even see the prowess mechanic. Well, at least not in my playgroup. You can stack his prowess ability up multiple times to make this commander huge. Then we can give him double strike, throw on some unblockable spells, and boom, you're going to be wiping someone out with instant ease. With a deck like this, you want to make sure you always have card draw, as you'll be wasting a lot of cards on him when you're buffing him up to knock out players. Keep the fuel full, and this guy will keep knocking out players. You can buy this commander for around 50 cents. Number 4. Kelsien, the Plague. A legendary human assassin creature that costs 1 black, 1 white, and 1 red mana to cast. He has 2 power and 2 toughness and says the following. Vigilance Haste. Kelsien the Plague gets +1/+1 for each experience counter you have. Tap. Kelsien deals 1 damage to target creature you don't control. When that creature dies this turn, you get an experience counter. You'll want to give this commander Death Touch. Once you do that, this commander becomes a laser beam at removing creatures, and in return will buff himself up with +1/+1 counters, making him stronger, bigger, tougher, to hopefully wipe out your opponents with commander damage. Please keep note though, Kelsien is fun to play, but it can be quite miserable to play against. You can buy this commander for around $1. Number 5, the final card on my list. Tetsuo, Imperial Champion. A legendary human samurai creature that costs 1 red, 1 black, and 1 blue mana to cast. He has 3 power and 3 toughness and says the following. Whenever Tetsio Imperial champion attacks, if it's equipped, choose 1. Tetsio deals damage equal to the highest mana value among equipment attached to it to any target, or you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the highest mana value equipment attached to Tetsio without paying its mana cost. An awesome option if you're looking to build a Grixis Voltron deck. Tetsio is great because he offers 2 very good options. Voltron decks usually only care about equipment and aura spells, and then swinging at your opponents to do lethal command damage. However, Tetsio decks uniquely provide access to additional removal and spell slinging options. You can buy this commander for around $1. Okie dokie everyone, that is the end of my list. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, would you kindly drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to know if you have any unique and budget friendly Voltron commander recommendations. If you do, please share them in the comment section. I love reading your comments and I answer back to as many of the comments as I can. Thanks so much for watching everyone, and as always, take care and goodbye.